I'm sure yesterday many of you came across this video of Honorable Koimburi dumped in a coffee farm in Kimichoi area in Ruiru. Here's a tip. Now in regards to what happened to Koimburi, I'll play for you and explain a video from Rigiji touching on exactly what happened. Here's a tip.
Thank you very much. We are here at the current hospital to see the Honorable George Koimburi, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Juja, who was brought here in critical condition. Last Friday, the Honorable George Koimburi had a function in his constituency in a place called Chords, and he had a serious engagement with his constituents. In fact, I had the opportunity to address those people through the phone. And after he left the ceremony, he was accosted by officers from the DCI who chased him, and he was able to escape using a motorbike with the help of the local constituents. His vehicle was impounded and his driver was arrested. That vehicle is still in the hands of the DCI. And on Sunday, when he was in charge, immediately after the service, 2 undercover agents of a killer squad that has been put in place to deal with elected leaders who are not supportive of William Ruto abducted him in full glare of the church members, and in the process almost harmed his wife. It is not known where he was taken to, but after a serious search early this morning, he was found in a coffee plantation in Kimichoi, that is in the Githunguri constituency, badly beaten and in very serious condition. He was taken to a hospital for first aid and later brought here where he was admitted. And I've just seen him and I've talked to the doctors, and they have confirmed that the Honorable George Koimburi was tortured by professionals. He has serious soft tissue injuries. This is torture normally done by professionals. He has lost his voice, and the doctors are working round the clock to restore his vocal cords. And the Honorable Koimburi has been able to communicate through writing, because he is not able to speak, that some chemical was administered through inhalation, and the doctors have told us that preliminary investigations confirm that that chemical has interfered with his vocal cords. The doctors have assured us they are doing everything within their power to make sure that he's out of danger. They have taken blood and urine samples to private laboratories, different ones, so that they can establish what could have happened in matters poisoning.
Now take note, it's just the other day that we talked about the use of biological weapons, and it has already started. This guy's literally forced Koimburi to breathe in an unknown substance, and now suddenly he can't talk. His vocal cords have gone kaput. It's sad, but these are the things that rogue regimes do, especially when they don't have a robust opposition to check them. Anywho, in this video I want us to look into why George Koimburi is the subject of government attack all the damn time, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Reason number 1. Many MPs were livid when Koimburi exposed that his colleagues were being paid 2 million Kenya shillings to pass the finance bill. It even led to him being lectured for over 3 hours on the House floor under the gaze of Wetangula. You don't even have to take my word for it. Here it is documented in the 13th Parliament's 3rd session, and I quote, Sub-Article 2, in their complaint, the members allege that on Sunday, 23rd June 2024, the member of Juja constituency, Honorable George Koimburi, was quoted across various media outlets claiming that members of this Honorable House who voted in support of the second reading of the finance bill were bribed with Kenya shillings 2 million shillings each to do so. So perhaps even in this upcoming finance bill, where we are having controversial issues like the zero-rated VAT, money has been passed around, and someone doesn't want Koimburi talking about it, because why else go for his vocal cords? That's simply because you don't want him to talk. It's a very cowardly move if you ask me, and according to Gachagua, this is being done by a score of officers from the Nandi sub-tribe. How true that is, I don't know, lakini hata kwa matatu, dereva na makanga mara mingi huongea lugha moja, so that dereva akiambia makanga pandisha fare na 20, the others do not understand. And if one of them understands, they'll keep quiet because those are their people. So there could be some truth to that. Time will tell. This requires an investigation which I don't trust this government to do properly, because they can't really investigate themselves. But once they're out of power, we will have that information. It's the same thing with the Special Service Unit, the SSU that was there under George Kinoti during the days of Uhuru Kenyatta. They're the ones who used to torture people in containers, kill them and dump them in a forest. The investigation was done long after the Uhuru Kenyatta regime has left. The culprits were taken to court and now they are serving time. So hata hii, you just have to give it time. 2027 will be the truth teller. Right now, I don't expect much to come out. And then again, Rigiji is somebody who sat at the National Security Council. One way or the other, he still has access to intelligence briefings. I don't expect that they give him to him directly like they used to do when he was DP, but he has proxies in the NIS. He has proxies in various arms of government and subdivisions. So when Gachagua speaks, I wouldn't take it as a joke. He exposed the name of the person who did abductions. So this new unit that has been put together that apparently comes from one region with the main purpose of frustrating leaders, they need to be cautioned. You can be used and the person using you has executive privilege, and even when they're out of office, no one will touch them. Anyone who was used by Uhuru Kenyatta to do heinous crimes will bear the brunt of the action. Uhuru Kenyatta can never be touched. So just don't agree to be used. It is dangerous. Today it is Koimburi, tomorrow it is you. You are serving a regime that you are not guaranteed it will exist beyond 2027. Having said that though, let's see what Kenyans next had to say about this, and I quote. Ali AW said, Rigathi Gachagua is pushing a dangerous narrative that Ruto commands a Kalenjin Nandi militia behind the recent abductions. This kind of reckless rhetoric strokes ethnic tensions, fuels hate, and sows division. Kenya cannot afford this kind of politics. Milan Oseni said Gachagua kidnapped and tortured him so that he can blame our able President William Ruto. Interesting. Bruce D.O. said, if a member of parliament can be abducted in broad daylight and tortured, then we ordinary citizens will be killed like ants. Kasongo is one term. Anyole said, these are red flags of William Ruto's tyranny and urgent warning signs of authoritarianism, not typical policies as usual. It's not just a human rights crisis, but a funeral for Kenya's democracy under William Ruto's watch, a former ICC suspect. No one is safe. But what say you guys? Do drop me your own comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.